Hey everybody, today we want to talk about online sports betting. It used to be back in the day, if you were a gambler or you wanted to do some betting, you had to go out to Las Vegas or Atlantic City to do some gambling. But now, you can do it right there on your phone. So it's becoming a really popular thing with sports betting. What a lot of people don't think about, though, are the tax consequences of this online sports betting. I've got Andrew McMillan here with me today. Andrew, what can you tell us about the tax consequences of online sports betting?
Well, first, if you have gambling winnings, then they are considered taxable income to you. And it's really important that I always go over with clients is you have to separate your gambling winnings and your gambling losses, because oftentimes we're given the line of well, I didn't make any money. I had more losses than I did winnings, so you don't need any of that information. That's not applicable. But it actually is, because you have to look at it separately. So if you have gambling winnings, that's taxable income. And if you're just the recreational weekend gambler, you have to report it on line 8B of Schedule 1 of your 1040 as gambling income. Now, you can deduct those losses that you had, but there's several limitations. They're considered an itemized tax deduction, so you have to itemize your tax return, and you can only use losses to the extent that you had gambling winnings. So if you had $10,000 in gambling winnings, but you had $30,000 in losses, well, you still have to report the 10 grand in income, and then you can only report 10,000 in losses. You can't deduct that.
And that's if you're if you do itemized deductions.
Correct.
If you don't do itemized deductions,
you don't get the losses at all.
You don't get the losses.
So it's
at all.
definitely, you can't just net them together and write it off as a loss.
Well, not to mention, a lot of people they just think about it at the federal level. When you get to the state level, sometimes it's a different game as well. And sometimes they don't even allow you to take those deductions at the state level. So you're reporting that income, even though you had losses to offset, you've got to report that income first and then try to take your losses.
Yeah, so it's something that's becoming more popular with how easy it is now to do things on your phone on the weekend, just sitting there watching a football game. So if you're one of those people who like to kind of gamble recreationally, definitely be aware of the way those tax laws work out.
Now, if you feel like that you are not recreational and that you are a professional gambler, we just actually did a video on that. So feel free to go to our YouTube channel and check out our video on professional gamblers. Well, Andrew, really good information. If you guys have any questions about online sports betting and how to recognize that income, give us a call. Thanks.